Welcome back to the warm-up. Today, strictly just talking about the Nuggets, Celtics, how I think that's going to be like the inevitable finals this year. First half of the video is like Nuggets, second half of the video is Celtics, and in between mixed in is some clips and some highlights and some definitely hot takes. Aaron Gordon and Jokic are the real duo. I don't even think Chet wants to have the thought of playing Jokic in 7 years. Stay tuned for that. This is just a single segment of our weekly live stream every Saturday morning. Just time depends on stuff. Stick around if you don't tune into that. What are you doing, bro? Like, tune into that. This is my take is Nuggets Celtics, but dude, it could shift. If the Nuggets get the 1 seed, like I explained in this video, it's gonna be wraps. But if they don't, it could change. But enjoy. Is it wraps if they win the 1st seed?
I'm gonna say coming into the season, definitely championship hangover, and now we're in the back half of the season. They're 9-1 in their last 10. I think they're definitely showing why they're the best team in basketball. I feel like it is going to be Denver as a 1 seed, probably representing the West again. They secure home court advantage throughout the playoffs. Jamal Murray is a star. The lights are not too bright for him. So when your second man can do that for you. Aaron Gordon has been nothing but excellent for them. He does everything, all the dirty work that Joker doesn't do, getting rebounds, playing like excellent defense on any matchup that he needs to be. And then Jamal Murray is just a bucket, man. It is so frustrating watching him play sometimes where he'll hit 2 or 3 threes in a row.
Yeah.
Because he can go off.
Yeah.
He's nuclear. He can be a little inconsistent sometimes, but for the most part, when you have Joker as your main guy, it's okay to go a little inconsistent. Mm-hmm. I just don't see, even the Suns, I just don't see them getting past a number 1 seed Nuggets that are on fire right now. Like the Clippers have been great this year. Minnesota just lost Cat. Oklahoma's good. They're really good. However, they're young. Mm-hmm. They just haven't been there. So as far as the Western Conference goes, I don't think anyone necessarily wants to be the 8th seed coming out of the play-in if you can avoid that. But I feel like it's their Western Conference to lose right now.
Absolutely. I think that's a great way to cap off. I mean, bro, I just think of the matchups. I mean, we got Gobert, but did you see that clip of Shaq where he was like...
I never thought he was a great defensive player either. See, what it is there's not a lot of centers that are making him play defense. Like, he's not doing it against Joker because he has to be engaged. But when he's going against another guy, he's 7'6". Of course, if you lay it up, he's going to block it. But defense to me is guard that, shut him down. You want to impress me? Hold Joker under 15 points. Mm-hmm. Now you're playing all that weak side blocking shot. That's cool, but it ain't going to work against guys like me and Joker and Embiid.
We got to see Gobert do that. I don't even think Chet wants to have the thought of playing Jokic in a 7-game series. Chet's good. No, that's not even close.
Yep.
Nowhere near the same level of what you need. Like you said, the Nuggets are on fire, and I kind of have this like take of Aaron Gordon and Jokic are the real duo in terms of they play better together than Murray and Jokic do. That's how I view it. I mean, literally Jokic trademarked that post spin, flick it up, and then Gordon's there and just yam. Like that happens like 3 times a game. Every single time I watch, that happens all the time.
1,000%.
And it's free. It's all day, every day.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And so then they got guys like MPJ, KCP. I thought the Bruce Brown letting him go was going to hurt them a lot more than it did. But then being in the 1 seed again, just...
Bruce Brown was everything they needed last year to put the team together finally, because I feel like in 2021 we played them injured, right? Mm-hmm. So we were able to sweep them, yes. Fast forwarding, man, they just have such a complete team with depth and their role. I think the most important thing too is everyone has bought into Mike Malone and how their role is shaped out in the offense. You know that Joker is going to bring up the ball every time. If it's not Joker, it's Jamal. And even then, high post, handoff to Nurk, and then everyone just starts running around everybody,
Yep.
He does this great job of turning. He's huge, so he just turns his head to survey the entire thing. Unbelievable passer for his size, too. Because ultimately, I feel like when the offense isn't flowing through them, they're very vulnerable. I love Nurk, the way he's been playing, his size, but I don't see a world where in 7 games he stops him four times. It's got to be all 4. It's got to be, you got to get one on the road. Like it's just that tough of a matchup for him, and he's the best player in the NBA. I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
It sucks when we play him. We see him 3 or 4 times a year, and then maybe or maybe a 7-game series again in April or May. So it's theirs to lose for sure. I like their chances again of repeating. I think Boston's playing great ball. However, I just have this thing against Jason Tatum where he is not that guy. And then you just force Jaylen Brown left. And then boom, you beat the Celtics, you know?
Yeah. Like love Derek
know,
White, love Drew Holiday. They're not
Yeah.
they're not scoring. Love KP, they're not scoring for you.
They are great, but show me KP stopping Joker for 4 games. I feel like the way the Celtics play, they're a very balanced team, and they love sharing the ball around. The only way I see that kind of happening is either they share the ball to a fault, they aren't, no one's stepping up, right? No one's taking the initiative, and I feel like that's where Tatum needs to come in and be the guy. Kawhi has been amazing. That has a huge reputation of being the playoff performer.
Yep.
Him, right? Jimmy Butler, notorious for not playing basketball before the All-Star break and when it's time to get in. I don't know, it's just things like that where you need to be, if you're already the best player on your team, you need to be the player on your team,
Yep.
And what I will say about Boston and what I like this year is Drew Holiday.
Yep.
He has come in and totally changed their offense. KP has been great, don't get me wrong. He stretches the floor, he does a lot. I just think Drew Holiday being a champion coming in with this squad is so good for them, because what it does too is allow Jaylen Brown to kind of relax more on defense.
Yep.
They're still a great defensive team, but Drew Holiday is getting the hard matchups, and Jason Tatum on the bigger guys is getting the hard matchups, right? So for him to come in, take this younger squad heading into their prime is going to be huge. I just don't think KP can shut down Joker in a 7-game series. I think if it goes to like 7 and they have to go back to Boston, they have a better chance there.
Yeah.
However, you have to win your home game. Like
Yep.
You can't drop a home game and try to rely on winning in Denver, because winning in Denver is one of the hardest things to do in the NBA right now.
Yeah. The West is tough. Like I'm looking at it right now, and I watched the Clippers Pelicans game last night. Clippers lost. Pelicans won the season series 3-1, which we needed to do, and that's a 4-5 matchup. And they are deep. The Pelicans are deep. We don't have to go on a whole discourse, but they're really freaking good. That separation could have gone from, I mean, it was at 3.5 games. It could have gone to 4.5, but now it's only like 2.
Yep.
So that was a really rough one.